So our lap of the Yorke, we come down here past Ardrossan, and thanks to Google we actually come down this section down here, I think, and then across on a dirt road to Point Turton. After that we went across to Port Vincent, Stansbury, Edithborough, and then made our way to Marion Bay and explored the National Park, and come all the way back up here. We visited little towns in between, like Yorktown and Millerton, but we travelled back through up to Wallaroo and visited Moonta and Kadina.
Woohoo! Well, we've arrived at Wallaroo.
Wallaroo, Wallaroo,
Wallaroo!
It's a very nice caravan park, and
Nice.
they've got bitumen roads. Yay! Because it's with all this wind. All the other caravan parks we've been at have got that, what's it called, cracker dust, and you end up with a film of dirt over everything.
Constantly.
It's just, everything is filthy. So giving the chairs a good clean, the bikes.
The caravan and car are just going to take a month to clean. But look what we're parked on too, which is awesome. And it is in good nick. Real grass.
So we're going to take you for a quick walk around the park so you can check it out. Very nice, and really nice units up the front. So yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Cute is that for the kids?
Good, nothing better for kids, is there?
She's not feeding her baby.
Oh.
And the baby's not going to be drinking from her. So we've got to milk her.
Bottle feed.
So we've got to milk her so she don't get no spiders.
Yeah, exactly.
And
She
the
looks
baby,
pretty full.
And the baby can get as much food as he likes. So
How old is he?
3 days.
Oh, really? 3 days.
Go check back on the baby.
Yeah, amenities block with camp kitchen and games room.
So we've got a kiosk here. Drive onto the beach, it's nice and hard.
Which we'll do later.
Yeah.
It's just too windy at the moment.
You don't need a four-wheel drive, that's for sure. How windy is it, you babe?
Just a tad windy, yes.
In Wallaroo, there's the Cooper's Ale House, which is basically a stone's throw from the caravan park, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
But because of the marina, you've got to go all the way around to get there. So we decided to jump on the bikes and go for a ride, which was nice
great.
anyway.
Loved it.
There's a bit of a bike track you can take. I think
A few dirt tracks as well.
Yeah, and you can take you can take a bike track to Kadina and probably
Yeah.
Moonta. And Kadina is probably your closest shopping area to get your main groceries and all that sort of stuff. And it's quite a pretty little town too.
Yeah.
So check it out. And just while you're there, you might as well check out the military museum. So they've got collections there from the First and Second World War. It was closed at the time, but there's stuff out the front you can see, that you'll see in the video. So yes, definitely go give Kadina a visit, and Moonta, all around that area. Some beautiful beaches.
I love the way you can drive on the beaches there as well.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. Yeah. Just pull up, set up your awning, have a bit of lunch, whatever, kick back. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah. Went to check out the Office Beach. That's a nice little area. That's where the cafe, and that is right on the beach. And they've also got a netted area that you can do some swimming.
Yeah, when in Moonta, it's worth checking out the Moonta mines, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
there's a lot to look at.
It was really good. Yeah, but probably before you go there, I'd suggest going to the Visitor Information Centre, getting a map for the area. You're going to miss out on a lot of stuff, I think, if you don't go there.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, we would have.
Yeah, it's a huge area. We didn't get to see it all. We just picked out what we thought were the best spots.
Yeah. Yeah, the main thing I wanted to see when I was there was the sweet shop. No, she wouldn't let me visit it. Like, what the?
He eats too many sweets, I wouldn't let him in there. Actually, it was closing, so that's the main reason.
Cottage is basically how they lived in it. When they built the cottage, they would have built these courtrooms first, but as they had more time and more money, they built more rooms. They added on. That's why you get all these gabled roofs. They had 14 children, and 8 survived the adults, so which is about half of what it was like in those days. The children would have, older children would have all helped look after the younger children and everything like that. The women were very busy because they had to look after the house, the children, the garden, the animals. The men were very busy earning money. They had some days off, but they worked for the rest of the week. As you go into the laundry, there's a little red frame. On SBS a little while ago, they had a TV show called Are You Tougher Than Your Grandparents? And it's still on SBS on iView, and it's a great program for children to watch. And the first program was set in this cottage, with local children being the stars of the show. So if you wanted to have a look at that, it's quite well worthwhile. When the family did leave here, they took everything with them, and the National Trust have decorated it as how it could have been over the 100 years. So there's things put back in there. Electricity didn't come to the cottage until 1955. And when they lived in here, they still had no kitchen sink, no running water, and no bathroom. So they still filled up the copper, which was out in the garden, not in the breezeway there, and with their buckets of water and their tubs for baths and things like that. So they still lived very basically, even though it was 1967 when they left or something. So they still used the long drop toilet up the back. It's still there. Long drop toilets aided for disease and that around the place. They overflowed the animals, the mines. It was just dirty, even though they were basically quite clean people, and they all used to get very sick very quickly.
The Richmond's concentrating plant was one of 3 at the Moonta mine, the others being Hancock's and Ryan's. It operated from 1869 until the mine closed in 1923, crushing and concentrating ore from nearby shafts. During this period, many alterations were made to the plant to suit the improved technology of mining and processing. Waste from the plant was dumped on the large tailings heap behind the engine house. And it's a massive area, you'll see that in the drone footage. Richmond's engine house was constructed between 1867 and 1869 using stone from Moonta Beach. Just someone's house. Looks like it.
Doctor Who? These aren't museums, these are just people's houses. Holy McCooley.
That's pretty cool.
Oh my god.
What's that?
Yeah, well now we're in Texas.
It literally feels like you're in the middle of nowhere. So we're checking out the, what's it called, the coffee barn. So a gelati shop. Let's have a look.
That's not bad. Still registered.
The gelati here is really yum. I got the banana, coffee banana, but it's so creamy. It's beautiful, really nice. Gotta try it. Your B&B.
I've never gone to a caravan park, and the managers, whether they're the owners or just managers or whatever, they were so helpful.
Weren't they?
They were the most friendly people.
Yep.
I couldn't believe it. Even when I set my van up, I bug it up. I didn't read the lines right. Well, I said to him, I'll shift it. He goes, don't worry about it, mate. We'll work around it. And I went, these people are incredible.
No, very, very good. Probably one of the nicest mob we've come across.
Oh, they'd be the nicest, I reckon.
Yeah,
for sure. The most helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and nicest, yeah.
Yeah. So thumbs up to the Wallaroo Caravan Park.
Thumbs up,
awesome
big
job,
time.
guys, and a very nice park.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks for coming. Please like and subscribe, or not, but hopefully you will, and hopefully you did enjoy it. We're just having fun. We're just enjoying it. So hopefully you guys enjoy a bit of what we're showing. We're trying to get to as many different areas as we can. We can't do it all. So, but you know, as long as a few of you out there get inspired to see some of these places, great. So yeah,
See you in the next episode.
definitely.